To get notified every time I post a video or go live, hit that subscribe button and then click the bell icon next to it. Hey guys, Jib here, and as we get into this V2 early gameplay, I'm going to show you something that probably most people can't. That's right, that's going to be a quad feed until Drifter actually ends up falling, which then gave me a 5-man feed right off the bat with the satchel charge. So this is going to lead into the next gameplay, which I'm pretty sure I drop over 50 kills here on V2 at an early DLC event. But before we get into talking about the map, thank you to Activision Sledgehammer for flying me out, putting me in a hotel, feed me, and letting record the gameplay early. So I think this map is actually going to be one that y'all are going to like overall. It's not too small. It's not too big. If I had to say, it's a perfect 6v6 size. It feels like the action is going non-stop. I think I did domination, hardpoint, and maybe kill confirmed on this map. And once again, I am running Blitzkrieg. That is my go-to. And I actually earn all of my streaks running Blitzkrieg here, dropping paratroopers, flat guns, glide bomb, and a recon. So overall, I think this gameplay is pretty good, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And at the end, we once again have the map fly through. It seems like y'all are enjoying those, so I'm going to try to keep doing those just so you know how the map actually flows, because you can only get so much from the gameplay, whereas with the fly through, I actually start from the beginning where I spawn at the beginning of the game and fly around the map, so you can help navigate it a little bit better. Because that is one of the things I try to promote and tell people that they need to do. When the new maps drop, I really advocate rushing. Because if you're going to camping, you're not going to get out the layout of the whole map, the choke points where people tend to gravitate towards. But if you are rushing, eventually people start following the same patterns, and you will learn the map much quicker than someone who takes it very slowly and goes from head glitch to head glitch. So that was my whole idea. I was trying to rush the map as much as I could. It kind of does give me the vibe from Launch from Black Ops 1, but it's like a much smaller version, almost if they took Standoff and Launch and merged them. You do have the ability to trigger the rocket. There's a button on top of that you can actually use a ladder to climb up there. You can say use it if you want to protect B point, because B is directly underneath it. So say you're just about to capture the point, but the enemy is rushing in. You can have a teammate rush up there and immediately trigger the button, allowing you that little extra second to cap it. And when they all flood in, it will kill them all, which is a good strategy to use. Or you can use it if you just want to keep people off of it. Now, you will be exposed when you're on top of the rocket. I don't think in the beginning many people are going to be looking up there because it is a different height point, but I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be rushing up there to try to press that button. And it's very easy. Just keep going up the ladders. Once you're on the metal platform above B, there's one more ladder on the side of the rocket that you have to actually climb up. And then there's a red button that says do not press, but you press the button. You know, you can't have a big red button without being able to press the big red button. You know what I mean? So I like this map overall. It had a little bit more color. Now, I have been doing color correction on all these maps. I did see a comment about that, and that's just because when through recording and uploading to YouTube, sometimes the colors get desaturated. So I wanted to add a little bit more color back into it. There's the flat guns right there, and we are actually getting close to the paratroopers. Now, I had to play it smart because it felt like people were trying to outsmart me, so I figured I needed to back up, let them come to me so I could actually get them. So right here, you see me panic just a touch, and it turns out one person was laying down to the right, and then I bounced around the truck, and then there's another person in the corner. So it's like, all right, well, I'm going to back up, and I'll wait for you to come to me because I know you will. Unfortunately, with this hardpoint game, we ended up losing at the last second. I think the final score was like 250 to 233. I'm not the biggest fan of hardpoint because it feels like it's very, very random. The last time I actually truly enjoyed hardpoint was back in Call of Duty Black Ops 2, especially in League play, because it felt like if you fought for that spawn, you spawn there no matter what. And in every iteration since then, it feels like it's more random than anything. Like if one person even gets close but doesn't clear the area, all of a sudden they start getting the spawns. I'm not the biggest fan of it because you can't really control it that well, but I think some people may have mastered, and you just saw the guy jump up onto the ladder to actually go up to press the button, and then it sets off. I don't know what the cooldown is. If I had to guess, it's between a minute and 2 minutes between cooldowns. So if you think you're just going to keep hopping up on that rocket and pressing that button nonstop over and over and over to try to keep people off the center of the map, you're not going to have much luck. So I would advise trying to rush it. It's good for like intelligent use of to help protect the middle of the map, but you're gonna have your teammates who are definitely gonna want to run up there and spam it. So just if I were you, I'd avoid the area in general. I am curious if armored leveled all the way up will help protect you a little bit against the rocket. My thought is probably not. It's probably one of those insta-kill things, but it's something I definitely want to look forward to testing to see if maybe if you're running armored 4, you can actually be in there for like half a second or a second, just enough time to get out of there. In case, like I said, you do have to capture that point a little bit quicker than normal. So the classes I was using was quick draw, rapid fire, and long barrel on a grease gun. The SMGs feel like they're working out pretty well on this map. This is a smaller map, so my recommendations are definitely going to be more along like assault rifles, submachine guns, shotguns. Shotguns will be hell because there's a lot of close corners that you turn and you can take people on. So if you want to run the combat shotgun, that is something you definitely can do. Now that the fire shells are over on the combat shotgun by themselves, I think you get like 8 of them. But I don't know if I still would recommend. I think there's still some testing that needs to be done with those, because the current class I would suggest for the combat shotgun as of right now, and especially after they've added the 3rd attachment, I would go rapid fire, long barrel, steady aim. That was my go-to. I'd pretty much do steady aim, long barrel, but now that you have that 3rd one, you can go rapid fire. And if you run an infantry, just tack on extended mags, your shotgun will be good to go. Now this is one of those choke points, and like I said, the spawns just felt like they're freaking out, because like I would kill a couple people and then immediately they would already be back. I know it's a small map, but I mean, damn, that's quick. But the divisions I definitely would suggest you running on this map are going to be armored. Definitely run armored. You might also be able to get away with resistance, being that, you know, it does give them away on the map. Just be careful because it's giving away your position as well. But with the tight corners, it might be in your benefit when it comes to this. Or you can do like I did in the beginning of the gameplay and run Expeditionary with 2 satchel charges and Saboteur. In fact, there was one point when I was getting annoyed that I actually pulled out my asshole class. And that's what I did. I just ran around literally throwing satchel charges one after the other, just killing people before they could even turn the corner. And it was very fun for me because I was getting aggravated at something that was going on there at that point in time. So I was able to relieve a little bit of stress. But just keep in mind, it is a small map, so if you start spamming satchel charges, the enemy is most likely going to start doing too. You can also take advantage of trip mines, but with armored being buffed, you're probably going to run into people running more armored as well, so the two might counter each other out. But if you're lucky, if you run it and run Expeditionary with trip mines, you might get more kills than you normally would. I think if this map has free-for-all, you're definitely going to have to run Expeditionary, because I'd imagine people are going to be spawning right up your bum, and it's not going to be fun. So, score streaks overall feel like they do well on this map. It's almost completely open, barely anything on the inside. We got hit with carpet bombers, fire carpet bombers. My paratroopers did work. So, whatever you want to run score streak-wise, go for it. Try out Blitzkrieg. It's one hell of a ribbon, and that's what I'm going to be using from this point out. Hopefully this helps you out, ladies and gentlemen, for the new V2 map. So, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, and we're about to kick into the fly-through. I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace out.